Images of childhood are usually images of sunlight, bright and free. This house on a council estate near Chester is a prison kept night and day in darkness to hold for all her life a child called Katy. She'll never know sunlight. Anything more than a 40-watt bulb could kill her. Katy Green suffers from one of the world's most rare conditions, congenital porphyria. Exposure to strong light will cause her skin to burn and erupt in lethal blisters. There's little treatment and no cure.
I thought it was really strange watching it back because obviously I've not seen it since I was really, really young, and watching how they told the story and everything when I was little, and a lot of the things that my mum thought that were going to be problems in my life kind of made me want to jump in and say it's okay. A lot of it turns out okay.
It was once said by somebody that I met that Katy had been put into prison for life for a crime that she'd never committed. And it's true, really. It's as though she's got a life sentence and she's done nothing wrong. Basically, it meant we were on our own. There were no support groups, no help apart from the medical side.
When Sonia noticed blisters on baby Katy, she went to the doctor. It led eventually to the Western Infirmary in Glasgow.
They said that by the time I was 20, I'd probably look about the age of a 90-year-old. I'd have no lips or nose. My fingers, ears, toes, anything, any extremity that was exposed would burn away. They told her that my life expectancy would be around 30 or 40 because of the damage that it would do to my organs, and that basically my quality of life wouldn't be very good at all.
She was looked after, protected as much as was humanly possible. We did things like we'd take her to the beach at night, so she could still do the things that other people were doing, but we had to alter everything and sort of become nocturnal almost. And now I'm still continually nagging her to cover herself up and use her sunblocks, and she doesn't always listen.
At the moment, the doctors are mainly leaning towards bone marrow transplantation. The idea is that can be a complete cure for what I have, but it doesn't come without complications and risks. Which are basically to have the bone marrow transplant in the first place would mean having chemotherapy. It would mean a period of time in isolation. It would also mean a period of time afterwards of rehabilitation, because it's obviously a major treatment. It can also obviously be rejected, which would cause very serious damage. It could possibly kill me, depending on the level of rejection.
Is that part of the equation?
Yeah. The bigger part is it could completely cure her, and that's what we tend to think about all the time.
The donor's bone marrow would be put into my body via a Hickman line. The idea is it would come in, my own immune system will be very, very weak. So the idea is the donor's bone marrow would come in and kill off any remaining immune system of my own that I had, and replace my immune system with the immune system of a healthy person. Meaning that I would then obviously have the enzyme to kill off the porphyrins, which cause my porphyria. That it would also mean that my immune system would basically be strong again. It wouldn't be as damaged, because it wouldn't be mine. It would be somebody else's.
The media has always helped to tell the world. Newspaper articles, and this, the second film. Rhiann Waller, a reporter for the Chester Leader, is sympathetic, both professionally and personally, attracted by Katy's warm personality and strength in adversity.
Yeah, I went up the hill up Mole Vamine and Mole Arthur and managed to get sunburnt on the day that I was supposed to interview you.
Are you worried at all about the effect it might have on the children?
Because Imi is only 2, I have to think of how on earth would I explain to a 2-year-old where I've gone for a year. I do worry a lot about how young she is.
And what about Lottie as well?
Well, Lottie, then you've got the flip side of things, that Lottie's old enough to understand, but Lottie's also old enough to understand the downside of things and how it could go wrong, so I do have to deal with that.
What sort of time limit are you looking at?
Well, at the moment there's 2 donors on the register on hold for another 6 months. That will take us to November this year. So if I decide in this time to go for it now, they're available, and then I think everything could start within a couple of months.
The donor programme reaches around the world to match those prepared to give with those in need. But there is a fearsome choice. Katy has become used to fear. She knows what fear is. She manages it, challenges it and respects it. Ultimately, she wants to defeat it. And that's the choice. Katy's choice. A choice that will either kill her or cure her.
And would you then be normal?
I would be healthy, I would be able to go outside in the sunlight and just do what everybody else does.
It's a dream that could come true.